What is up, Gamer Army? Welcome to another exciting episode of Psycho Gamer. I'm your host, Aubrey, and today we're going to talk about something that may or may not have been announced by Arcade1up once before. Dragon's Lair. So we ended up seeing John D from Arcade1up post something online today letting us know that they may be working on a Dragon's Lair cabinet. Want to know a little more? Make sure you hit that like and subscribe and turn on that post notifications. We're going to talk about Dragon's Lair, and we're going to also talk about iRcade as well. So stay tuned. We'll be right on back. Alright, welcome back once again. Like I mentioned, we are going to talk about a couple of different things. We're going to talk about Dragon's Lair, and we're also going to talk about the iRcade. Why iRcade? Well, they're kind of going hand in hand because they are going to have Dragon's Lair on this particular cabinet. But I know it was announced back in June, but we're going to go ahead and revisit it today. So, first things first, today on one of the forums, John D ended up replying to somebody asking about the Dragon's Lair cabinet. Whether they're going to release one. He did mention a petition that was actually posted a number of months ago, and he actually responded to it. So we're going to switch over to my computer. I'm going to talk about a couple of these little guys as well. So this is the actual official Arcade1up Global fan page. Patrick W. Rutherford asked, John D, is there any movement on the Dragon's Lair cab? I know there was a petition for it about a year ago. Anything come of it? He actually posted down here, guys, we will be the only ones to use the true version of this game and its intended resolution. Enough said. That tells me that they are working on a cabinet. Whether they've officially announced it or not, it is coming. Now, are they going to make it exactly like the original games were? I'm not sure if they're going to do the whole 3D thing, but I have a feeling they will do just a regular arcade cabinet, much like the game was meant to be. Now, how many Dragon's Lair games can they put on there? I think there was only a few different versions of the Dragon's Lair games. So, it's a matter of, will they put all of the Dragon's Lair games on there, or are they only going to put a couple on there? Do people only want to see 2 games on a machine? Like Ninja Turtles or Asteroids or, something to that effect. Not so much. I don't see too many people wanting to pay for $500 for just 2 games. Now, to $300, I think that will be a little more in the price point people will look to pay for, but I still think 2 games is kind of becoming a thing of the past when it comes to their actual machines and arcade cabinets. So, we go over to change.org, and there are people that have signed this petition. They wanted to get 5,000 people on this petition, but they haven't quite gotten there. They're a little over halfway. So this is the petition that they were actually talking about. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think having a Dragon's Lair cabinet would be worth it? Would you want to add it to your collection? Whether you have one cabinet, whether you are wanting to get your first cabinet, or you've already got a good small arcade in your home, maybe in a basement or a garage, or maybe you have one of those giant sheds you've made into an actual arcade. That's kind of what I would like to do, but I don't have $7,000 or $8,000 laying around for the size of the big wooden sheds that I would want to actually use. So that's basically going to do it for the Arcade1up Dragon's Lair. So hopefully they will announce something officially soon. Next thing we're going to jump into iRcade. So many people have already looked into iRcade. It was announced earlier this year. They just had a last update, which I can't see because it's for backers only, and it's shipping information. So I think they are about ready to ship these machines. People are starting to get charged as well. So those are a couple of things that are coming across for iRcade. They are going to have over 200 plus games licensed specifically for this machine. Now you can actually choose to get it in the full cabinet, or you can get one of the bar top kind of ones. Kind of like what we remember seeing over on the MVSX over here. So people really did like this machine, but this is another kind of cabinet that they're looking to put out that people are looking forward to. Some big names, obviously Sega is going to be in their Dragon's Lair, Double Dragon. Some of these other ones that you can see right here, there's a lot of indie games in here, and there's a lot of games that not too many people are as familiar with. Obviously Double Dragon is going to be a big game. I'm not as familiar with some of these games. These are just a few that you've actually got in here. So they do have a demo on here that we could take a look at. I'm not going to necessarily play every single video we got here because it'll make the video extremely long, which in YouTube worlds, that's not necessarily a bad thing. But it's looking like the games are going to start at $2.99 and range up to $15 on average on the iRcade store. Oh, here we go. Here's some of the preloaded games that you're going to have right off the bat. You're going to have Dragon's Lair, Double Dragon, Beach Buggy Racing, Bomb Squad, Diver Boy, Maniac Square, Gunbird, Twin Brats, Dragon Master, Fancy World, and Snowboard Championship. Now, I think most of these games people are not going to know of because I don't know a majority of these games. I know Dragon's Lair and Double Dragon. Also Gunbird as well, if I'm not mistaken. I think that was a shooter on like the Dreamcast, if I'm not mistaken, PlayStation or Dreamcast. So the rest of these games, I really have no clue. I mean, obviously they're catering to some of your older people, Maniac Square, your old jewel finding kind of games, kind of like a Tetris kind of thing. But I don't see anything out of the box that would really scream at me, hey, come spend $500 on me right now, which I think they're starting at $299, and they're for bar tops all the way up to about $600 from the looks of it. So those prices aren't too bad for the lower prices. $600, I don't see myself spending for this without it actually having some games that I really would want to have. Puzzle games, adventure games, sports games, obviously your fighting games. If I wanted fighting games, I would go over to the MVSX, or I would go get an Arcade1up table that has your Street Fighter games, or if I could find Marvel vs. Capcom or X-Men vs. Street Fighter, some of those ones, I think those ones actually had more games that would appeal to people than this iRcade. Yes, you can buy more games. It is more diverse that way. But I think right off the bat, people are not going to enjoy it like they are thinking. So what do you guys think? Are you guys looking forward to possibly having Dragon's Lair be released as an Arcade1up machine? Are you looking forward to the iRcade machine? Now this right here was something that they showed here December 16, 2020. They are still talking about the iRcade. It's 100-watt speakers. Backers are able to get the arcade special discounted rate starting at $299. I'm just not feeling it. I'm not feeling the iRcade right off. I do like the look. I do like the design. They are still going for what looks like your 3/4 sized machine. They are going to have a 19-inch display, which that's a couple inches larger than what you're getting with the Arcade1ups. I think Arcade1up could stand to add maybe instead of a 17-inch screen, maybe an 18 or even a 19-inch screen when it comes to these cabinets. I think a lot of people would agree with me. If they got to pay an extra dollar or two for each machine, I mean, that really shouldn't eat too much into the cost, especially if they're making them the way they are. LCD, LED screens are not super expensive anymore to actually get. So, again, I appreciate each and every one of you guys coming out. I hope you guys enjoyed the information. Make sure you leave a like and a subscribe and turn on the post notifications like I mentioned earlier. Leave a comment down below. What do you guys think about Dragon's Lair as well as this iRcade machine? I hope all of you have an amazing holiday. I'm hoping to release more videos, obviously, before Christmas. I should be able to release more. But until then, guys, enjoy the holidays, open some presents, and game on. Hey, thanks for stopping by my channel, guys. Check out some of my other videos for some of my other Arcade1up videos and my other video game videos. Hopefully you like some of them. Leave a comment for the ones that you actually do watch. Game on.